Force may come to order. Please silence all cell phones. Deputy City Clerk, please call the roll.
Member Clower,
Here.
Member Buskar,
Here.
Member Kavanaugh,
Here.
Member Lloyd,
Here.
Member Kohler,
Here.
Member Irwin,
Here.
I'm sorry, Vice Chair Irwin,
Here.
and Chair Perkis.
Here. If there are any citizens who wish to speak on matters pertinent to the city, please approach the podium. You may address the Youth Council during this time. Okay. We will now close public participation. Is there a motion to adopt the Youth Task Force minutes from the regular meeting held on Thursday, February 26, 2026?
I move to adopt the motion.
Is there a second?
I second.
Deputy City Clerk, please call the roll.
Member Clower,
Yes.
Member Buskar,
Yes.
Member Kavanaugh,
Yes.
Member Lloyd,
Yes.
Member Kohler,
Yes.
Member Irwin,
Yes.
Chair Perkis.
Yes.
Sorry, Vice Chair.
You're okay.
All right. Are there any questions or comments among the board? Oh. Never mind. I don't believe she's here, the
The
shark
person with the shark is not
Yeah.
here. She came and looked at her shark. But
Okay.
I guess she's not coming here, but it is up to you guys to decide where we are going to place it, as it is been vandalized now twice at the current place, so it needs to be moved to another.
And what is it, which current places it been vandalized at?
I'm sorry,
Which shark is it?
it's Myrna. It's
Myrna.
Sam and Myrna, who were both at the River Breeze Park.
River Breeze.
Myrna was the one that was right next to the playground.
Okay.
Okay.
So, do we want to maybe discuss finding a new location then?
Yes.
Yes.
Trying to think.
There's one, I think there's one at the airport, was one of the places, I believe, one of the new ones was at the airport,
Yeah.
the golf course. Is there
There-
one at the sports
Yeah.
center
I
facility?
actually saw it, I think, like 2 days ago. It looked really well. I liked
Okay.
it.
Those are the new places. You're looking, considering public parks, public buildings.
Hmm.
What about, trying to think of what the name is. It's the park right by the South Causeway on
the one-
Flagler. Isn't that 27th Avenue Park?
Yes, I believe that is also a county, since I think
Oh.
it's a county, so we can't put it there.
Okay.
Could we do it by, is the library a county building? Yeah. Could we do it by the park that's behind it? It's like a tennis court.
Oh, like the pickleball
Yeah, the
court.
pickleball court, and then there's like a community center building around there,
The city
I think.
gym.
So it's not on.
There is one there. That was
There
my
is one
first
there that I
movement.
was thinking that.
There is one at
Oh.
the city gym at that.
Okay.
Well, great idea.
There's already
Whoever
one
came up
there.
with it, I guess.
What about, there's one here at Riverside Park, right?
Yes, there is still one there. There is Sam is there by the memorial.
Okay.
I think one suggestion I had heard is the police station, which is out by the
Oh.
airport as well.
That's a good idea.
I mean, it works for me. Or could we do the fire station around there?
We could also do the fire, we could look to see. I think the fire station may not have the space for it, but we could still.
Okay.
Yeah. Does anyone have any ideas, or do we like?
Because the one on Pioneer, that fire station that's by the Winn-Dixie, that one, I feel like maybe we could put it like out front a little. Because there's less foot traffic, so less like chance of like it
Oh,
being
I
vandalized.
see which one you're talking about. Yeah, and they have that little walkway there.
Yeah.
Or even we could add one somewhere on Canal. I don't know if there's any space.
I don't think that the city has enough right of way probably to put one on Canal.
Yeah.
All right.
You know, not sure, it's up to you guys in there, but also like maybe an area approved, like the welcome signs. You have like the beachside welcome sign. There used to be one out by Venetian Bay, the city limit signs.
Oh,
You
like
know, if
one
they were
over
out there,
there.
people would see that, and then it might create a buzz and say, what is that? And they look into it and say, oh,
Yeah,
let's
there's
go see
more.
these other ones. That's just a thought there. There's US 1 coming in from US 1 from the
Yeah.
north. And then, not sure really if there is a welcome New Smyrna Beach sign anymore at, coming in from 44. So we just
Yeah.
keep annexing land out there, so they don't want to settle on that spot.
Yeah.
Or even the marina by Outriggers. I know it's not like a public, but a lot of people come over that area.
What I can do is, maybe you guys can get together a short list, and I will take all of that, and then I can go discuss with staff, and we can either say, okay, that one has no room, that one's not our property, and then from there, you'll probably be able to make a better decision. So
Okay.
we'll start with the fire station by the Winn-Dixie over, by Pioneer Trail,
Yes.
the police station, by the airport. Where we had the welcome signs, I guess I'll have to ask and see, like, Mr. Woodard said, they are moving, our boundaries are moving, so I'll see if we have a spot for welcome signs. And then the marina, okay? Anywhere else?
I think that's a good list.
I think that will work. So we'll just vote at a later.
Yeah, then at the next meeting, either I or Sharon will let you know, basically rank those best to worst, or just cross them off as we can't, and then you'll be able to make your decision from there.
That works. Okay. And then I'd like to invite Flotilla Staff Officer for Public Visibility, Sylvia Brammer, with the U.S. Coast Guard Auxiliary, to speak regarding the proclamation of National Safe Boating Week.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
It's very nice to see all of you. Thank you for what you're doing. It makes me proud.
Thank you.
Yes.
Excuse me. I am in charge of National Safe Boating Week for Flotilla 48, which is, we're at Station Ponce Inlet. This is our commander, Evelyn. And we're very excited about National Safe Boating Week. Our primary goal in the auxiliary is to promote recreational boating safety. So we have a lot of programs that focus on that. We go around to what we call our visitor partners and leave displays. You may see them at Walmart or some of the marinas. We leave displays with boating materials to promote safe boating and kayaking and paddleboarding. It's all included, all very important to know the safety factors.
I just was wondering if any of you do kayaking or paddleboarding or,
No.
raise your hands. Okay, so
All
there's
right.
several of
Yeah.
you, yeah.
Okay. Well, next thing I want to do is to apologize for not being better prepared. My phone, for some reason, does not always get my emails in time. I didn't get my email till I got here, or I would have come prepared with some materials to give you. Perhaps we can mail some or bring them by your next meeting or something to promote
Okay.
that. But anyway, so National Safe Boating Week is May 16th through the 22nd. And we will have, well, with the military situation as is, there's a question now as to how much we can publicize what's going on for safety reasons. But we are going to have several events at the local marinas doing vessel safety checks. If you know anyone with a boat, we do that for free. You can just contact us. Also, booths set up at a lot of the boat ramps with our information so people can find out, you know, how to do their boating as safely as possible.
And we do check kayaks, and we also check
Yep.
your
Paddle
paddle
boards, yeah. And of course, very important is what?
Life vest.
Life jacket, thank you, yes, because you never know. You have to be prepared for the unexpected,
Yes.
always.
Exactly. Yesterday,
Always.
we were just checking on some of the places where we have loaners for life jackets. And we ended up pulling 2 boarders out of the water because they did not have their flotation device on, and they were getting exhausted, and it was so windy yesterday that they couldn't get back to where they started. And so it's really important. And one of the people was very young, more your age, and so those are the things we look at all the time.
It is nice that at our boat ramps that we have those public life vests, because I remember one time I was going on one of my friend's boats and we didn't have one, but then we're like, oh, it's right there, so.
Yes.
It is nice, and that's one of the things I know Sylvia works on all the time.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes,
You're
thank you.
welcome. Yeah, I live out in DeLand, so I take care of the one at Edstone Park. And you have company come or whatever, and then you don't have enough life jackets because you don't normally have those extra people on your boat. So it's good that those are there. And it's just to promote CETO, they're the ones who donate. And of course, individuals can donate their life jackets too if they have more than they need or whatever. So
But what happened was this mother and daughter duo, they were going to bring their flotation device, but they forgot them at home, but decided to continue on anyway, and didn't know that there were loaners right next door. So it shows you how important it is, how quickly you can get into a very bad situation.
okay. So during National Safe Boating Week, we will be promoting all the safe boating techniques and things that you can do to keep safe. And
If I could give you, here's my contact information at the school, so you can disseminate any information, and we can do that on campus at New Smyrna High.
And for the proclamation, that will happen on the 16th, correct?
I believe it's the 16th?
Yep.
Yes.
And what time?
We don't have the time yet,
Okay.
but we'll make sure to get it to you.
Yes.
And,
I want to say it's 6 o'clock.
yes.
If I
Oh,
remember
maybe this year?
correctly. I
Okay.
have the email, but yeah.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, last year we were able to attend the proclamation, and I think that would be great again for a little more publicity, so we can post it and maybe inform people of the week that's about to
Yes.
partake. And maybe we can be along the lines of the stuff we're going to do at the school with our table at lunch,
yeah,
informing students.
that would be great. Thank you, yes. We'd love to have you.
So if you have any questions, go ahead, and any other questions. But I think you understand we also do education. And so we do education on how to do safe boating. They're a 40-hour class. Not 40 hours, what am I thinking?
8
Did I
hour.
make that a little long, 8 hours?
8 hours.
class.
But we would love to also give you information on that too. So if there are people who would like to attend the class, we can do that
Yes.
easily.
Yes.
All right.
Do
Thank
you?
you.
Yes.
Anything else?
Thank you,
I
guys.
think that's
Thank
it.
you.
Thank you.
All right.
We will now open the meeting to project-related discussions. If any member of the task force has a project proposal or idea they wish to present, please feel free to share it at this time. Okay. Originally this meeting was going to be for writing the letter to the hub about sponsoring the youth council at a table for the child, like entrepreneurship, but I don't believe we have the equipment for that today.
Yeah,
Okay,
I have
we-
it all set up. You
Oh.
could just, I could either just dictate it, or you
Sure.
can write it. It doesn't have to be.
The city application is set. They're set to meet at Tuesday at 1 o'clock. This Tuesday, I believe it's Babe James Center. And that's where I wouldn't be able to attend, but if any of you wanted to, the email was extended from Leisure to attend for any questions, but it was kind of implied through Leisure that they're looking to approve it with the application as is. And that would be approved for 25 booths. That's our target number in there. And so kind of like building on that, our recruitment process in there with, I know that when the idea came in, make sure if you guys know anybody personally that fits the bill to send that invite. I believe a couple students, I did give this quick promotion, and I just wanted to get the council's approval on it to run for CUDA Bites, CUDA News. It says here, the calling all entrepreneurs and talented CUDAs If you have a side hustle like selling your artwork, jewelry, or handmade soaps, listen up. If your side hustle is a service like babysitting, tutoring, or lawn maintenance, you need to take advantage of this local community event. The Youth Council Task Force with the City of New Smyrna is hosting a youth showcase event to be held on May 16th at New Smyrna Beach's Manatee Park. The task force is also looking for students with special skills and talents that may benefit from local benefactors and fundraising. Please apply to join the New Smyrna Beach Youth Showcase event to be held on May 16th. Spaces are limited to 25 booths and require an application to join. Please get your application from Mr. Woodard before school or during office hours. Applications are due Wednesday, April 22nd. I chose that particular date, so if we have over 25 applicants, we can narrow it down on the 23rd meeting and give those kids prompt notification. And in that paper there that's kind of laying around is the information. And if you scan through it, I don't think there's really too much information. It's got participation agreement that they'll attend once they've committed. They're responsible for their own breakdown and setup, and I gave them a half-hour window for that. And then it was discussed in this meeting that they cannot sell food, so I have that designated. And then inside I also have the photo consent that I know the city always wants to get done just in case they want to do some self-promotion for anyone. And so we have that in there. Business name, just some background information. As we promote this, you can tell the kids they can start their business. It could be day one. It doesn't have to have, us established. You don't have to have an LLC, all right? It's just promotion. So anybody that kind of fits that bill and you want them to sign up, that's definitely in there. There's just some background questions on the business, just so we know and we can approve it. There is a background for skill overview for anybody that wants to show their special talents that they have. And so, so that's pretty much it. And then there's a small section that asks for any special assistance that they may need for that, like having a prepared sales pitch. I have been in contact with a woman who runs an entrepreneurship group, and she said if there was kids that were interested in developing a sales pitch or a model we could plan a time on campus and she could come in and provide, ideas to students that felt like they were in need of that. My question for you, one, if you see any glaring errors on here, please let me know. My question for you is, would the council force rather have students submit this in handwriting, or would you rather have like a QR code to submit that?
Maybe a QR code, so that way for handwriting purposes.
It's easier that way too. You can post it up around school better.
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah.
And also they can submit it, like if they don't have much free time during the school day or they leave early, they don't have to rush to your classroom to hand it in. It's all online.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will turn this into a QR code and we will start promoting when we get back. And everyone was fine with the promotion design. All right, so I will submit that to the CUDA News.
And then
We'll put posters up with the QR code promoting, and then of course I encourage you all to help us find people that fit that bill, that'll represent us well.
For the morning announcements, I think we could take this and just shorten it just a little bit, so it's like a quick, hey, scan one of the QR codes around school. It's a youth entrepreneurship festival, something like that. So it's like a.
Okay, so shorten it for the morning announcements.
yeah. And then also, I was thinking about asking the our culinary program if they wanted to go to the thing. The only thing though is we can't sell food. Can they give out food? But I don't know if they would want to do it
You
without
can give
a
out food,
profit.
yeah, I think that they would want to. We were advised that there's too many regulations with food preparation.
Yeah.
So that becomes
Okay.
something we don't want to.
Yeah.
I think you should keep some hard copies of the application with you, so just in case somebody comes by during office hours or something,
Yeah.
they don't have to do the QR code. But I think the QR code is definitely good. Just setting up around that would probably get more people to do it, but I think you should keep some hard copies.
Yeah, I do think if someone did want to do a hard copy, I wouldn't
Still be an
say no,
option.
say no to a hard copy.
Okay, do you guys think that there should be promotion beyond our campus? Do you think we should maybe have a little campaign to put them up
Yeah.
into local restaurants on Canal Street or something?
Yeah, we can ask like businesses to put them up in their windows or like have
Yeah.
it like on their counters or something like that.
And do we want to do like maybe to the middle school too? Because it's not just high school students,
Yeah.
it's,
Yeah,
you know,
Everybody.
younger kids too. Because I know the one boy that was on the cooking show.
Oh yeah.
Do you,
My sister's friends with
what's
him.
his, do you remember his name?
I don't remember his name, but
He was on, I don't remember.
It was like Michael or something. I had culinary with him last year.
Yeah. But we could possibly reach out to him because he's basically, he was on national TV and he works at the General Public House. I'm pretty sure he cooks there. So he could promote himself if he wanted to, if we could find a way to reach out to him.
yeah, so,
That's a good idea. So,
I'll have to do some research on it and I can reach out to the middle school, their principal, and ask to personally invite him.
and, depending on like the amount of volume, like only New Smyrna or all youth in like the area, so maybe like Port Orange too, or are you guys object to that, or?
I think the surrounding area works as well.
Yeah.
Just so we can promote further out too, so it's not just people from New Smyrna coming in.
Yeah.
We can talk to maybe, I know we're the Cudas, but we can talk to Spruce Creek and be like, hey, do you guys like want to promote it there? Or if we want to have like the other, what's it called? I have mainland, like Daytona, like area. We can talk to other schools about it as well. If they have like a specific program, like how you have the lady.
Because I
who's
know
the
like Deltona
entrepreneurship.
has an entrepreneurship academy.
Yeah.
Oh, they
So,
do?
yeah, so that's fair for me to reach out to those groups as well.
Yeah, that's
because
fine.
Okay.
if we don't have enough participation just from our school, it shouldn't be an issue
Yeah.
to branch out.
Because I do, when we're going through the applications, I do think that we should like prioritize people from our surrounding area, but then if we do have a couple of other people from different areas,
That'd be-
then
Shouldn't be an
to fill it
issue.
up.
Yeah.
is it too late to add like to the application, like maybe is it on there, like what city you are from?
No, we can definitely add that.
I
We'll
think-
put the contact.
So are we going to do it like an actual application process where we like look through and be like no or yes, or is it just the first come first serve?
I think if you get over 25, you definitely want to pick people that would, narrow it down. That's why I kind of put that as something in there, because if a kid like does kind of just turn something in, you're like not really, we're not really sure. We don't really want to put that out to represent you all
Yeah.
in there. If the, if kids just going to show up and not take it serious, we don't want to really have that, especially if
Yeah.
we're trying
Okay.
to get the community involvement. And I think even the sign that goes out to this wouldn't necessarily be student recruitment sign, but have maybe a poster for patron
Yeah, we can also,
recruitment as well, right? Two different posters, kind of.
yeah, an advertisement one for like you said, patrons, but also a specific one that's just the QR code. It has like, it's obviously like a poster, but that one is, it's visibly just for the people who have to come and set up. And another one where we can make even more posters that are larger for the people who like would want to attend, and we can do that closer to the event. And I was hoping that in this letter we were going to write that we could ask the hub to also promote it along with their other events.
Yeah.
Should we probably make a flyer for our event too? Design a flyer, maybe?
I think that'd be a
Yeah.
good idea.
I think that would be good. We could do that maybe at our next meeting or something.
Yeah, when we get closer to it as well. And
Yeah.
then we can always revise it when we have all of our participants submitted. We can also make a
Yeah.
list of all the people who are going to be there and the stuff they can expect to see.
Yeah.
It'd be good.
So at least get the date out there so that way people know about it and they can stop by.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else? I think we should start with the letter now.
Yes.
And would you be dictating it?
It's fine.
Okay.
I'm not a very good typer, so bear with me.
It's okay. I'm not any better, I believe.
And this is to the hub.
Yes. And it would be about asking them to sponsor the youth council's booth at the festival and hold a. We were talking about, like, do we still want to do the raffle idea where you submit something, a piece of artwork, along with a photo of the land you've collected the trash from, and that enters you into the competition for, like, the prize?
Wait, what was the raffle again?
I don't believe you were here for that. It's people would take a photo of the expanse of land that's been littered on, and they would collect the trash. From that trash, they would create like a little like art project with it. Or in SJ, we called it like a little monster.
Yeah.
And then from that, they would submit it as an art project, which would give them a raffle ticket. And I think it was your idea that we would have. On top of that, we would also rank them. So if you had a better project, you would get more raffle entries. So are we still liking that idea that we would want the hub to be a part of that, or ask them to be?
I worry that it's gonna be like a lot to put that on the youth showcase too.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that could be a separate project too. But-
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think, like, we kind of don't know, like, if, like, maybe we wouldn't get any is what I'm worried about. Is not getting any, you know what I mean? Not getting any of the art projects, and that's my only worry.
And we don't have to ask them to do it. No?
Is the whole letter asking them to do it?
No, it would just to be sponsoring the art.
Okay.
And then that
'Cause
could be a separate thing, because
like-
Nolan was saying that he had
I like the art,
Yeah.
but I just feel like the little monsters and stuff, again, like I worry too about if there's gonna be many submissions about it.
Okay, that's fine. We can just ask them to host because we can't do it ourselves, right? That we can't have our own booth there. I think that was the reason why I asked the hub in the first
Yeah.
place.
We can,
I think we can. I don't think
Yeah.
there was any limitations to that for self-promotion.
yeah, I definitely
in there.
think we should have a booth.
Okay, well,
Yeah. So, yeah, so.
I've been misinformed. Okay, my bad. I
think
guess we don't need the
allowed
letter.
to have that for promotion and seek it in there and have, yeah, because we
Oh.
said we'd make it sign.
I think we also wanted to have like the art, though. Would we have two spots, one for youth council or one for the art? Because we had the homeschooled kids having theirs submitted. So would we do both? Or
What I had in my notes was like a prize for competition for cleanup using recycled or collected trash and making a art project out of that, and then having a contest out of that.
yeah, that
And
was
so that goes along, but as member Laney said, does it fit the whole motif, or is it another project?
Yeah.
it could be another project. It was a separate idea, but I didn't know when we would be able to, or like where we would be able to have it. So I just kind of masked it with this because we're going to have art projects anyway, but we can always separate it. I'm fine with that.
And there has been like recommendations, like even for the future, when we have the next group to say, hey, we had this idea, carry it on, and that's kind of what I helped to do. And so it's something we can maybe refine over some time and figure out.
Or if we
You
can,
know.
if there's another like art festival, like how we had this one, we could maybe try and do that for then.
Yeah, and then promote that cleanliness, because I know you guys are very environmental.
Yeah, that was one of the
Very aware.
concerns.
It seems like it's just a little too mishmash in there to keep a fluid idea of entrepreneurship and showcase it, because it's a wonderful idea
Okay.
to do and to execute.
So if we can just have our own booth, then we don't need to contact the hub this way.
Correct.
Okay. Well, never mind then.
Okay. I do have some information on the rock garden as well. I've got plenty of paint, plenty of paint brushes, some really cool markers for that. Kind of an idea I had was there's so many seniors on this board
it's our youth council's gift to the 2026
Yeah.
class maybe, but we have the Babe James kids participate and also the art students or like the art club kids participate in it as well, but it's like our gift to that class.
Yeah. Because I do remember when we did the little libraries, we didn't have too many kids who came and paint, so I think that'd be a good mix, so that way we could get a good amount of painted rocks, just in case the kids at the Babe James Center don't end up painting enough rocks.
Is there for the Babe James kids, is there a theme you would want them to paint, or would you just say, because I know that they might need a little direction and they might just put colors together and have a rock rather than like a really piece of
I
art?
think maybe we could ask them to do like, I don't know, I feel like we can ask them to draw something that they love, like something about New Smyrna, that beach that they like genuinely like care about, or like
Some
their
kind of a
favorite.
beach theme or nature theme?
I think it shows more personality to have them just do whatever they think would
Yeah.
be artistically the best.
Yeah, I think we
Instead
want
of
to give
like
them.
confining them more, like really let their personality show.
Yeah.
And if they do need guidance, which, cause I do remember last time, they were like, what should we draw, what should we draw? We can
Then we can
give them ideas if
Yeah.
they need them. So then if they do, maybe we can say, oh, maybe
like a
do a
beach
beach theme or do something about the city that really stands out to you. Yeah.
Because I think it would be cool too to have the art club kids like not give them really like
Any
a
direction.
theme, because they're so creative. They have so many good ideas, and just giving them that avenue to just let their creativity out, I think it'll
Yeah.
make much like really
More
good in-depth pieces
Yeah.
that we could put.
And I know we probably won't get much participation, but I think we should give the seniors an option to drop by and maybe do one.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was going to say, if we could present that at, you guys have a senior meeting when you get back March
Oh, yeah.
30th, I think.
Oh, yeah, that'd be
So is
perfect.
that something we'd
Oh,
want to
yeah. Yeah,
add to
that'd be
their
really
agenda and say, hey, students interested, come up here and
I think that's a good idea. Yeah.
collect a rock? I mean, because I've got the stuff in there.
I don't know if we could do, because like we have all of the rocks that you got, but like because we only have a set number of them, if they have rocks that they want to bring in, would they be able to do that? Because we only have a set number, and if
Oh,
we have
yeah,
more
for
participation.
sure, yeah, so you
'cause I
could
think-
even say,
Yeah, I think it should be like we have a limited number of rocks, and if you like
Want to paint a rock?
to paint a rock of your own, like that you find and bring in, that way, like you
That
know
works.
that your rock will be there.
okay, so that would be, yeah, so promote that on March 30th, throw that out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I would think maybe give them a deadline at some point in time. What
Yeah.
deadline would you guys like to do?
I think, when are we going to meet with, do we have a date for Babe James? Where we're gonna
No,
meet
we
with
can finalize that right now if you wanted to.
that? Okay. Well,
Um,
I think we should give like the same like kind of deadline for the day that their senior rocks are due is the same day. Like we paint it with them,
So we
so
have
we
the full
collect all the
collection.
rocks at one time.
All right.
Do we have like a timeline at all for when,
Babe James is free.
or when the area will kind of be set up? Or do we have to wait until we have the rocks?
I think that they'll be able to handle that really quickly once we have the rocks and we tell them. I don't think the leisure would be too bent on having trouble fixing that.
So then it's kind of a when we have the rocks, then they
Yeah.
will, okay.
Once we have that, and that way we know how much we have and how much space we can say,
Yeah.
do this space and, you know.
Do we have to request, like how would we get a placard to say something on it? Like who would we have to ask or get clearance from to like put that up
I
permanently?
think through the school, I could actually manage that as well. I'll work on that, finding out just would it be pretty limited? What's the idea of what you would want to say on it?
It's like, isn't there the bench that SGA did?
I think
at
that
the
would just says
school.
class of something.
I know the Barracuda says like making a splash or something like that.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't want that.
So just like a class of
Just a-
2026
Yeah,
rock
just
garden?
like a little like.
Rock
Yeah.
on. That's cute.
Oh,
Rock
yeah,
on
that could
class
be
of
cute.
2026.
Oh, that could be cute.
We
Yeah,
should-
it doesn't
Yeah, I
need
like
to be like a
that.
paragraph.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Also,
that's good.
mention youth council task force somewhere.
Could it be like a quote?
Rock on.
Rock on.
Youth council.
Would it be like class of 2026, rock on, and then youth council task force?
I like
Yeah.
that.
I like
I
that.
think it's
Okay.
good. Yeah. Just as
All right, I
that.
will look into that and I will have feedback on our next
Like,
meeting.
you
then.
rock.
Because that would be cute when everyone comes
Yeah.
by and sees that they're like all rock on with all the
That was our
rocks.
class.
For the seniors, is it that there's like a designated time for everybody to paint them, or is it like you could take the rock, paint it there, or you could bring in rocks that you've already painted? Like, is there a time for them to paint them at the school?
Yeah, so I guess we could say, I mean, they could come anytime to like my room, or we could have some there for them to paint. And there was some supplies, I got really cool, like marker pens. I haven't tested it. If you
Yeah.
guys in the morning want to test it,
Yeah, yeah.
just to see what it looks like, if those work out. And then I would say like a deadline or a set time could be worked with both. We maybe use March 30th to find how much interest there are, and so in there. But I love your idea of just bring one in. And,
That works. And I feel like we shouldn't have like a specific, like, come in this date, because a lot of people would miss it, and then they
Yeah.
would feel like they can't turn one in at all. So if
well,
we
they
just have
could
a
always
due date.
unofficially do it, but if we just
Okay.
had enough to present,
Yeah.
I'm
could it-
thinking like April 30th might be like a good date to bring your rock in by
That's
April
good.
30th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would it be like a week of just like you can come into like your classroom during lunch and paint one? Like we'll have the markers like on the back table, and if you want it like that whole week, the stuff will be out.
Yeah.
And they can bring in their own from
Yeah, and they
home.
can bring
or-
in their own
Definitely.
whenever they want. Yeah, like
Yeah.
until the deadline.
Yeah,
That works.
okay. And then, yeah, probably like the first week in April, because the March 30th is the meeting, so we could say the next week.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, I'll be able to open that up. And then I'll just find out if they're okay with that, or if they want me to do a neutral location during lunch or before school. All right, I'll just pinpoint the exact location in there, but then we'll promote that for that week.
And then that means we want to try and aim for the Babe James that week or that day.
Or that week.
Well,
Just
we
sometime that
have-
week, because we have to work with their schedule as well, so.
Yeah, so,
We
I
could-
know, it was the last time we went to the Babe James, but we contacted the Boys and Girls Club, and that's who were the really artistic kids were. They were like the
Oh,
ones
yeah.
that were really like solid and had good art,
Oh, yeah.
right? So
So should we try
I will
and?
find a date with the Girls and Boys Club, somewhere in April. Is there a day that no one knows they could never do it?
The 10th is prom,
Oh, yeah.
April,
me-
what week is prom?
24th
Let me look at
is
my
the
calendar.
senior prom at Lexington too, so.
Okay, so maybe we'll look for, target like the second week in April to work with the Boys and Girls Club.
I don't have anything.
The second week is week of the Kuda, right?
Oh, is that,
The second week, is that the,
I thought this was the week of the CUDA.
no, this is Fever Week.
Oh, Fever Week,
Which
okay.
is why I'm so neon.
So I gotta dress up again?
Yeah.
Do we want it before our meeting on the 23rd, is what we were saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
think
we
that
can
would be good.
discuss like how it turned out afterwards
Yeah.
there.
So maybe the 13th or the 17th, somewhere in between there?
Of April? Why does that sound important to me?
Because when's the first test happening? That's not until what, the 23rd? I think is the first.
Yeah,
Test.
that's when ACE testing
And we have
starts.
a Gov Mock the 25th. But
So whatever day you guys are,
Let's put down April 15th tentatively, that is a Wednesday, right?
yeah.
well,
For the Boys and Girls Club.
it's tax day.
I know, I saw that on my calendar, tax day.
That's for another meeting.
Okay.
So,
All right, so that's a lot of progress there.
Yeah.
and,
And follow up on the volunteerism, there was, I went and talked with guidance, they only have 3 places, two churches, and then what you guys said, the Marine Discovery Center. So in promotion of volunteerism, is that something like a booth you would like to set up near the summer and to have just a list and promotion of that, for the students there, or is it a flyer?
wait, where? At the high school or at the?
Yeah, just at the high school, like, so we can, because a lot of kids don't read that wall, that pinboard
yeah.
wall in the guidance.
Yeah.
And I think we could definitely find more than 3, and if we get like
Yeah.
10 places that are other than the city, because we have that would be 4, that's like, it was the Marine Discovery Center, the city, and then there was 2 churches that wanted volunteers over the summer. And if I think we could find several more, we could just do it in a flyer, or we could just have a booth up during lunch and promote it one day during lunch, and then
That's fine.
and then have the flyer up.
Yeah.
I also had an idea for when the city officials, like when they would come in and speak to the kids. I just sent the approval form for it to Woodard today, so hopefully Mayor can get it approved soon. But I was thinking of inviting the lady who said she had more opportunities there to talk about it with the students who signed up. And so if we can email her soon, we can also just ask her for
Oh,
stuff
so
like
when
that.
that date is set, we could piggyback that date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would that be a good idea, once we get that approval?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can piggyback. And then we can, it would be during lunch, so maybe a booth, not a booth during lunch, but we can also put up like a big poster being like, here are some
Yeah.
opportunities for you.
And will that be like announced over like the morning announcements to let people know about that?
Yeah,
I think
Yeah,
it
we
definitely
could do
should
that.
be.
it'd be that. And I was thinking of doing like a sign up sheet,
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
so it'd be like in the media center maybe, and people would sign up. I said 30 people, but because I don't know how many people could fit realistically and still be engaged with the
Yeah.
with the speaker.
I think 30 is good.
Okay. Then that would be, I said April 8th, because we would need time for Mr. Merrick to approve it, and then have the city officials be able to get there. And I didn't want to do it too late because it might interfere with testing and stuff like that.
I think that's perfect,
So-
that date. I think it's good.
Okay. And so,
Okay. All right, and then I'll be able to have an update on that as well on our next meeting. All right, sounds like we got a lot of decisions
done
made.
today.
yep.
Very productive.
I think that is everything. Anybody else? Okay. Oh, wow, it feels a little early. Okay. As there is no further business to discuss, this meeting is adjourned at 4:43 p.m.